welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video I am going to be taking you through my leg day mobility warm-up routine. It is so important to warm up before lifting anything, and I feel like I do see a lot of people skipping warm-ups and just going straight into their lifting. There are many benefits to warming up, but some include reducing injury risk. Warming up prepares your muscles and joints for heavy lifting, therefore you are less likely to strain something. Warming up also improves your range of motion. Opening up your hips, knees and ankles allows you to move more efficiently and deeper in exercises such as RDLs and squats. And lastly, warming up can also help improve your performance. Warmer muscles contract much more efficiently, so this will allow you to lift heavier and lift much more effectively. So to start out my warm-up, I go in with some forward leg swings and sideways leg swings. And I do between 15 to 20 on each leg for both of those. Leg swings are really good for enhancing hip flexion and extension mobility. They also help activate and loosen the glutes, hamstrings and hip flexors. A lot of the dynamic stretches that I use in my warm-ups do target hip flexibility. That is just because I feel like I do have quite tight hips, and I also am currently pregnant, so I am focusing on hip flexibility to help prep for labour as well. Then I move on to some 90-90 hip rotations. These hip rotations are really good as they train both internal and external rotation. Your hips don't just move forward and back, they also rotate, and this movement makes sure that they are being trained in both directions. This helps your knees track better, your squats can be deeper, and it also reduces strain on your lower back. And then the next movement is a lunge to hamstring stretch. It's definitely best to use a mat for this, just so that your knee isn't hurting by balancing on the floor. And if you do struggle with balance, you can hold on to something whilst doing this. I used to find it quite hard to shift between the lunge and hamstring stretch without holding on to something. This movement is really good at improving hip flexor mobility. It really helps open up those tight hips, which can be caused by things like sitting down a lot. I have a job where I work from home 4 days a week and I am in an office 1 day a week. Therefore, I do a lot of sitting down. So I feel like movements like this really help just loosen everything up. This movement also helps you get a lot of better hip extension in exercises such as split squats or lunges. And then this movement also improves dynamic hamstring flexibility. It lengthens the hamstrings, which can help prepare for movements like RDLs and deadlifts. And now I'm moving on to a movement named gate openers or hip openers. This is another movement that focuses on hip external rotation. And this helps you open up your hips for things like deeper squats. This movement also can activate your glutes as your leg moves outwards, your glutes are helping control the movement and control the leg. And now I'm moving in to some bodyweight squats. I love doing these before I actually lift anything. This activates key muscles such as glutes, quads and your core, which means you're preparing the exact muscles that you will use under load. It also focuses on warming up the knee and hip joints so that when you come to using weight in a squat, you're not as stiff. And bodyweight squats can also help with balance and stability. And then the last thing that I do for a warm-up is to go in with a warm-up set of whichever exercise I am doing first. So here I am starting with RDLs, so I'm just doing one set with just the bar and no weight. This just really allows me to focus on my form and also range of motion before loading any plates onto the bar. And that is everything that I do for my leg day warm-up. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful and I will see you in the next video.